Morning. I hope that you all are doing well. I was reading a devotion by Billy Graham, and this morning it was talking about storms, and he just said that he had the scene set of being on a beach, and there was thunder and lightning flashing everywhere, and the waves and the wind were crashing. And he just said the wind was raging, and he said, and there was a little bird just as peaceful as he could be between the crevice of a rock with his head tucked in his wing. And he said that is peace, with all the storm raging around you, and you're able to sleep like that little bird was sleeping. And it made me think about a time when I was going through a really rough time in my own life. And actually, my mom used to live on Tybee Island, so I would go wake up really early in the morning before the sun even came up, and I would just sit on the beach and just have some really good God time. And on this particular morning, I remember my heart was incredibly troubled, and I had just been pouring my heart out to God, and I really was just needing answers. Like, I needed change, I needed answers, and I just didn't know. I was just having a hard time. And after I was done praying, I had looked up, and of course the sun was coming up. There is quite a while had passed, and way off in the distance you could see a storm, and you could just tell, like, you could see the lightning come in, or the lightning and the rain. And I was like, oh goodness, I'm gonna have to get back because the storm is coming. And I immediately felt in my heart God telling me a storm was coming in my own life. And I knew what that meant. I knew exactly what that meant. And I just, right then, of course, I just cried. And then I just knew I needed some more time with God. And so sometimes when I just can't find words, I just put on some worship music, and I just sit and I just absorb. And so I had my phone with me, and so I just pulled up my playlist and I just hit play. And the very first song that came on was It Is Well by Kristen DeMarco, I think is how you say her name, but it is one of my favorite songs. But that song has never resonated with me like it did that morning on that beach. And in the first few lines, it says, the seas that are shaken and stirred can be calmed and broken in my regard. And it goes on to say, through it all, my eyes are on you. And then later on it says, so let go my soul and trust in him. And I knew that God was speaking to me through that song. I knew that was a place where I needed to be. I needed to be listening to the words of that song. And I knew that it was going to be a really hard storm, but I just knew that I needed to keep my eyes on him. And it was such a good reminder of how God doesn't always save us from the storm, but he will always help us get through the storm. And it's so important that we keep our eyes on him. And in times that we're going through right now, I think about what all we've been through in the past year, and things that are going on in our nation, and just with the people that are around us. And it's hard. I mean, I would definitely say that we're in a storm, and but even when I get anxiety, or when I start thinking about it and it just really troubles my heart, I really just go back to trying to hold on to God is in control, and he is in control of the storm. So I just thought that was a good reminder for all of us right now, for everything that's going on in the world today, but also for us personally, because many of us are weathering our own storms. And I just wanted to encourage you and to just give you a good reminder that through it all, our eyes need to be on him, and we can definitely trust God to get us through the storm. So if you need a pick-me-up and a good reminder, then pull up the song It Is Well by Kristen DeMarco, and you can listen to that, and it should help too. Hope you guys have a great day. I look forward to seeing you soon.